When someone's body brushes against yours for even a brief second in just the right way, it can be a meaningful indication of interest. Pay close attention because this is one of those subtle realities people routinely overlook. There are hidden gestures, often barely noticeable, that another person displays when they feel a connection, long before anything is said out loud. I'm about to describe 7 distinct actions that can reveal interest without words. The last one, number 7, is so telling that perceptive individuals notice it instinctively. Understand this properly and you won't be second-guessing yourself again. There's something electric that happens in the air when two people feel that early pull. No kisses yet, no deep conversations, nothing dramatic, just tension. Their hands might shift slightly. Their eyes glance away and then lock back onto yours for a beat longer than normal. That effortless toss of their hair that seems casual but lands precisely at the moment you're watching. You might dismiss it as your own imagination, but it's far more real than you think. People don't always communicate directly. They feel first, analyze later. Their bodies speak in signals before their words catch up. This comes from how the emotional centers of the brain work, faster, more instinctive, more honest. These instinctive reactions happen before logic steps in. That's the actual game of attraction. But it's a quiet one. A person who can't see these cues misses opportunities constantly. The person who can read them builds genuine connection, depth, and warmth because they approach with stability, assurance, and a grounded presence. So, let's get into it. 7 touches, 7 signals, 7 clear invitations. They start with small adjustments to their clothing. Fiddling with cuffs, touching a neckline, smoothing fabric at the waist, adjusting a hem, or sliding a strap back into place. When someone is drawn to you, they become subtly more aware of their appearance. These aren't just cosmetic tweaks. They're little sparks of nervous excitement. Their body quietly says, "Notice me." Picture the two of you chatting casually. They were already perfectly presentable. Yet, they keep fixing something. That's not coincidence. That's flirtation. This physical preparation isn't just vanity. Their mind is gearing up to stand out. Have you observed this before? It's easier to miss than you think. Your calm, steady energy matters here because it anchors the interaction. It gives them space to open up. I know someone in their mid-40s who finally understood this and suddenly felt much more in tune with the relationships around them. Then there's touching the neck or collarbone. This region is sensitive, exposed, vulnerable. When someone runs their fingers along it, plays with a necklace, or lets a hand rest lightly at the collarbone, it's rarely an accident. It's a sign of trust mixed with attraction. Experts call it a display gesture. Their soft side becomes visible because you've created a sense of comfort and subtle desire. Many people walk right past this signal without even realizing it exists. But once you recognize it, it changes the way you see interactions. Next is how they use their lips. If they bite them gently, apply lip balm slowly, press their lips together with intention, or lightly touch them with their fingers while looking your way, that's unmistakable interest showing itself. The lips are linked across cultures to intimacy and passion. Their mind is preparing their body for closeness, even if they haven't consciously admitted it yet. When you spot this, don't rush. Don't overtalk. Just hold natural eye contact and stay relaxed. Your presence will do more than any line you could come up with. Think about it for a moment. Doesn't this match experiences you've had? Many people feel this pattern but don't know how to read it. Once you sharpen your awareness, you carry yourself differently, especially as you get older and your energy requires more deliberate direction. Fourth is the movement of their legs. They cross and uncross them, shift their weight, rub a thigh, change their sitting position, tap a knee. That's stored up emotional energy expressing itself. A person with no internal reaction stays still. A person who feels a pull toward you will have trouble remaining motionless. And if they do this while maintaining eye contact, you're not just another face in the room. They're reacting to you. This energy can be subtle, but noticing it can genuinely improve the way you show up in social situations. For people who come home drained after work, simply becoming more observant of these signals can help renew that sense of liveliness and connection with the people around them. Then comes the classic sign, hair play. Twirling a strand, sweeping it behind an ear, twisting the ends, brushing it over a shoulder, or adjusting the hairstyle for no practical reason. This is one of the most common yet authentic signals. When attraction starts stirring, they channel that inner rush into movement. The hair becomes a tool of expression, a soft flirtation that says, "I'm aware of you." Many older individuals say this one sign alone helped them feel youthful and confident again because they finally realized it wasn't random. The next signal is newer in the digital age. They pick up their phone but don't genuinely use it. They flip it, lock and unlock the screen, hold it without typing, set it down, pick it up again, repeat. This isn't distraction, it's nerves. They're feeling something strong but don't want to expose it directly. Your presence is stirring up emotion that they're trying to regulate. Don't mistake this for disinterest. A lot of people do and then back off prematurely. And now the strongest sign of all, their hands. Fidgeting with fingers, tapping nails, twisting a ring, playing with a bracelet, squeezing palms, or brushing fingertips together. This is the clearest indicator of emotional intensity. Their body is processing tension. Good tension, attraction level tension. Observant people notice this more than anything else because it reveals honesty. You can't fake this kind of energy. When this happens, the best thing you can do is breathe evenly, hold a steady presence, and speak with controlled calmness. A slightly deeper tone and relaxed posture amplify everything. Now, think about this clearly. How many times have you seen these signals but talked yourself out of believing them? How many chances were sitting right in front of you while you convinced yourself they weren't interested? Understanding these cues doesn't make you pushy. It makes you perceptive. And perception is magnetic. People sense when someone is aware, grounded, and sure of themselves. They pick up on it faster than you imagine. This is chemistry in real time. Dopamine rising, oxytocin building trust, adrenaline creating excitement. When you finally understand how these biological responses play out, attraction stops being mysterious and starts becoming predictable. Let's go further into physical space. The idea of closeness itself is a massive indicator. If they begin angling their body toward you while you're talking, even subtly shifting a shoulder or hip in your direction, that's a deliberate instinctive pull. They're not just sitting comfortably. They're directing their whole physical presence toward you. That's a silent bridge being built. Everyone has a natural personal space boundary. When they shrink the distance between you for no practical reason, they're letting you step inside that private bubble. If they lean in across the table, move a chair slightly closer, or stay near you even when others join the scene, that's powerful interest showing itself. Another deep signal is mirroring. When someone feels drawn to you, their body unconsciously syncs with yours. You rest your hand on your chin, and a moment later, they touch theirs. You shift your stance. They adjust theirs in parallel. You lean back slightly. They lean back seconds later. It's not imitation. It's instinctive alignment. Their brain is saying, I feel connected to this person. It's a dance without choreography. If you want to test it, change your posture in a simple way. Touch your neck, move your arm, pick up your drink, and watch for a brief delay. If they mirror even loosely, that's emotional synchronization. In practice, these signals stack together. One or two can be coincidence. Multiple signals mean something real is happening. The more you understand this nonverbal language, the more confidently you can navigate attraction without guessing. If they mirror your movements, that's a major indicator that their emotional defenses have lowered and they see you as someone they can connect with. This deep automatic copying is almost impossible to fake because it comes straight from the subconscious mind. It reveals comfort, trust, and a naturally rising attraction. It's their nervous system aligning itself with yours, like two frequencies locking into harmony without either person fully noticing what's happening. When they copy the small things you do, like adjusting their posture after you shift, or touching their face a moment after you touch yours, their body is telling the truth, even if their words remain controlled. This silent synchronization is one of the clearest signs that they feel safe around you and see you as someone who matches their internal rhythm. Think about their voice and how they speak. When someone is genuinely drawn to you, their vocal tone may lift just a bit, making them sound more lighthearted and engaged. Or they may lower their voice and speak slower, creating a softer, more intimate tone meant only for you. This shift isn't random. Their nervous system is adjusting their voice to become more appealing, more inviting, more connected to the moment you're sharing. Sometimes they might speak quietly enough that you need to lean in slightly. That tiny act they prompt from you builds physical closeness without making anything obvious. It's a subtle but intelligent way of pulling you nearer. Their body knows what it's doing long before they think about it. Their laughter is another major sign. Ask yourself honestly, do they laugh more with you than they do with others? Even at comments that weren't meant to be jokes, when someone is attracted, their laugh becomes brighter, more effortless, more frequent. It's their nervous system expressing approval, excitement, and genuine joy. Polite laughter is restrained and short. Real attraction produces the kind of laugh that escapes before they can control it. That sound, that bright burst of amusement is their emotional openness shining through. They're signaling that your presence lifts their mood. Attraction shows itself in the voice just as powerfully as in the body. Eye contact is one of the biggest indicators, but most people get it wrong. It's not about them simply looking at you. It's about how they use their eyes. When they're interested, you'll notice their gaze lingers a second longer than normal. There's a softness there, a pull, a curiosity they aren't trying to hide. The most meaningful look is the triangular glance. Eyes, then your mouth, then back to your eyes. That momentary drop to your lips is loaded with interest. Their mind is visualizing closeness, imagining the possibility without consciously planning it. This tiny shift is one of the most honest sparks of attraction you'll ever see. Their pupils might widen slightly when they look at you, especially in dim light. This isn't something they choose. Pupil dilation is a biological response linked to interest, excitement, and the brain releasing dopamine. Their vision sharpens around the person who is stimulating their emotions. If they're not interested, they break eye contact quickly, avoid holding your gaze, or look past you. But if they keep searching for your eyes and reconnect even after looking away, they're strongly tuned in. Their attention is circling back to you again and again. Pay attention to how they interact with objects around them. If they're holding a cup, bottle, bracelet, or phone and keep flipping it, turning it, or running their fingers along the edges, this tells you something significant. It's not distraction. It's called displacement energy. The emotional buildup of attraction that needs an outlet. They're not bored. They're trying to replace nervous energy with motion. Their fingers or hands become a release valve. A person who isn't invested will put the object down or drift off mentally. A person who feels drawn to you will stay present, but their hands will show the real intensity they're trying to manage. There's more to the hair movement than the classic flip. Look for the exact way they expose their neck or the side of their face. When they brush their hair back, slowly reveal their neck, or tuck the strands behind an ear while subtly turning their head, they're showing one of the most vulnerable parts of themselves. The neck is an ancient signal of trust and openness. Exposing it intentionally or even semi-consciously means they feel secure in your presence. It's instinctive behavior rooted deep in human attraction. They're giving you access to a part of themselves they normally protect. That specific motion, the gentle tilt, the slight reveal is a quiet invitation for your attention. Now, think about their legs and feet when you're seated. These parts of the body tell the truth because they operate far from conscious control. If their feet are pointing toward you, even when their torso is angled differently, that means their instinct is directing them toward you. The body always points to what it wants most. If they keep uncrossing and recrossing their legs, shifting a knee toward you, or if the top foot makes tiny movements in your direction, they're releasing attraction-driven tension. A person who feels nothing stays still. A person who feels something struggles to hold that stillness. Lower body signals rarely lie. Another major sign is their memory. When someone truly cares, they keep the details you've shared. Sometimes even the ones you barely remember saying. If they mention your favorite drink, recall something about your childhood, bring up a small habit you casually mentioned, or reference a goal you shared days or weeks ago, they're showing deep emotional investment. This isn't normal conversation. This is selective memory activated by interest. They're storing information because they see you as meaningful, someone worth remembering. Their mind is making space for you. Watch for moments when they laugh and then briefly hide their face or look away. That microsecond of shyness tells you the attraction hit them strongly enough to overwhelm their composure. They're trying to collect themselves. It's their nervous system short-circuiting for a moment under the intensity of the feeling. Their shoulders might hunch slightly in an acute, self-conscious way, or they may cover their eyes or mouth. This isn't rejection. It's emotional overflow. They feel exposed, excited, and a little thrown off balance in a good way. They're not embarrassed by you. They're embarrassed by their own surge of emotion. This kind of reaction only happens when attraction is real and strong. Their body always speaks first. Their logic follows later. The subtle signals they send? The lean-in, the mirroring, the exposed neck, the widened pupils, the gentle movements of their hands, the shifts in their tone, the direction of their feet, the small reminders of your past words, all of it is their physical truth. People who overlook these signs walk blindly past opportunities. People who understand them navigate connection with clarity and confidence. Awareness is the real advantage. It sharpens your intuition, makes your presence stronger, and helps you move through the world with more certainty. Read these cues closely because they reveal everything someone won't say out loud. Their body tells the full story long before their words do.